welcome back. May 21st, National Strawberries and Cream Day. Here's our strawberries. I didn't know what to do today for today's show for strawberries and cream. Originally I thought, oh, maybe I'll do strawberry ice cream, but then I remembered we did strawberry ice cream way back in January when it was 5 degrees out and strawberries weren't in season. So I couldn't do that today. So I said, okay, let's just do the classic strawberry shortcake. Now, I know we just did like biscuits. We're going to do the one with the biscuits and the whipped cream and the strawberries. I know we just did biscuits the other day, buttermilk biscuits, which is kind of what this is. The only difference is we're sugaring up our biscuit a little bit. So it's a sweeter biscuit, not so savory because we did the sausage gravy with the biscuits. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our own fresh whipped cream like we always do because that's the only way to go. It's so easy. 2 minutes in a blender with some cold ingredients. You're done. And then we'll assemble this thing. What I did try to do though, which I always try to do so it's not repetitive, it's not the same show showing you how to do buttermilk biscuits again, I researched and found a 4-ingredient buttermilk biscuit. So it's going to be super easy to just put this one together and get it going, okay? Start preheating your oven, 475, because these biscuits are going to boom, 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 be all done real quick. Alrighty? So let's get started on this. Not too many ingredients today, really easy, but we're going to celebrate strawberries and cream. Be right back. Okay, so first thing we're going to do before we start making our biscuits is we're going to get our strawberries ready, because these are going to sit for a little bit and let the juices come out of them and everything else. You can sweeten these up a little bit with either some sugar, some honey, or I'm going to use blue agave syrup, and I'm just going to put a little bit on here, drizzle some on my strawberries, and then all I'm going to do is toss this so they're nice and coated, and then I'm just going to put it off to the side and we'll deal with these later. So the juices will start to come out of the strawberries. You can obviously cut the greens off and slice them into nice slices, okay? And then we're just going to leave this off to the side and let all the syrupy strawberry juices come out of it and soften up these strawberries a bit, sweeten them up, and then they'll be perfect for our shortcake later. Okay, so let's move on to biscuits. For our biscuits today, really easy. It's just like I said, 4 ingredients, 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of shortening, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Since we made biscuits the other day, we had all this stuff ready. You want to use up your ingredients before they go bad, so perfect to do this again today, but a little bit different. So first thing, oh, I almost did it wrong. First thing I'm going to do is put my shortening in my mixer here, and I'm just going to whip that, cream that shortening. Okay, and then I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of sugar to that. And then little by little I'm going to add my flour, okay? It's like when you're doing, you know, pastry dough. You could do it by hand with one of those pastry dough things to cut in the shortening to the flour. But because we're going to be adding little bits of buttermilk, it's all going to kind of come together crumbly in here, alright? Now you can also do this in a food processor if you wanted to. I'm just choosing to use my mixer today, okay? So now little by little, I'm going to add my buttermilk to this flour, okay? And it's clumping up already, you can see, and well, I can see. So it's going to give us that buttermilk biscuity kind of dough, crumbly dough. Okay, so I floured my surface here a little bit, and we're just going to press all this dough together, make sure it's all good. Now a couple notes as I was working and thinking, and it's actually self-rising flour we're using, 2 cups of self-rising. So if I just said flour, don't use regular all-purpose for this recipe for this biscuit. Okay, it's actually self-rising flour, and while I was mixing it, it was still very crumbly and dry, so I added a little bit more of the buttermilk a little at a time until I got it to where I wanted it, okay? Until I got to this nice dough consistency, not sticky, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now just flattening this out because I'm just going to cut some biscuits here. And I'm going to go pretty big with them because I just want to make like 1 or 2 strawberry shortcakes. So right, there's just 2 of us, okay? So I'm going to do a nice big biscuit here right onto my parchment paper. And then I'm just going to repress this together and make a second one. Actually, I'll use this as a mold so I don't have to roll it and cut it. I'm just going to push it into our cutter and make the same size. And if it bakes up a little bigger, that's okay too. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So we're going to have 2 really nice big buttermilk biscuits, okay? And then we're going to cut them in half and layer them with our whipped cream and our strawberries, okay? Because it's strawberries and cream day. So what else do you do with strawberry shortcake? Okay, so they're all ready for the oven. I'm going to put these in 475, about 10 to 12 minutes. Keep your eye on them baking, remember. And then right before we take them out, I might brush them with a little agave syrup just to give them that little sugary coating on the outside. Try it. We're going to try it, and we're going to see what happens when we do it. Okay? So in they go. See in a little bit, and we'll make our whipped cream, which we've done before, and we'll assemble this whole thing, and we'll have some strawberry shortcake today and celebrate strawberries and cream. Be right back. Okay, let's take them out. Yeah, look at that. 2 nice big biscuits. Gonna make some nice shortcakes with these. Now, right before I was, about maybe 5 minutes ago, before I took them out, I took them and brushed them with the agave syrup, so it's got this nice sugary coating on the outside of the biscuit now, okay? And what I want to do is take our biscuits off of the baking sheet and put them onto our cooling rack. Because remember, just like with cookies and stuff, if you leave it on this hot sheet, it's going to continue to cook the bottom, and then you're going to have a burned bottom, and you don't want that. Okay? So we're going to let those cool down a little bit, and we'll be back to make our whipped cream and our strawberries all together, put it together, and make a nice strawberry shortcake for dessert for lunch today. We're having our quiche from yesterday for lunch today, which is really, really spectacular. If you didn't see that one, go back and watch that and make that, because that really off the hook was that quiche. So we're going to do this now. If you're like me and most people and you only have 1 bowl for your mixer, wash it out right away and put it in your freezer. Okay, because you want that bowl really, really, really cold for when we make our whipped cream. It's going to make it a lot easier. Alrighty, be back in a few. Okay, now it's time to make our whipped cream. Ice cold bowl. This was in the freezer. Okay, take your cup of heavy cream. That's all it is. That'll whip up into a cream, but we want to sweeten it a little bit. So we're going to put a little bit of vanilla and a tablespoon of powdered sugar. Okay? And just whip this on high until you get nice, stiff whipped cream. And that's it. Literally a minute, maybe 2. Fresh whipped cream. Okay? So there's one of our biscuits. We cut it in half. We're going to take a nice dollop, because a dollop will do you. And we're just going to put that right on our bottom half of the biscuit here. And then we're going to take some of our strawberries that have been, if you can see, look how syrupy they got and everything. Oh, it's going to be so good today. Nice and fresh summer dessert. Okay, you're just going to spoon some of these gorgeous strawberries on top of your whipped cream here. Save enough for the other one. Then you're going to put a little dollop more on top. Then you're going to take your biscuit and you're going to put that on top. Then you're going to take a little bit, just a little bit, on the top there, because you want to make a nice presentation. So we're just going to do that. And then we'll just take a strawberry or 2, since they're sliced so nice, just to garnish the top. I mean, come on. Look at that. Who didn't want to eat that? I know I want to eat it, and I'm gonna eat it. Let me just get myself a fork. I chose the more abstract biscuit that baked rather than the perfectly round one, but you do what you like, okay? Let me just take a picture of this first. I'll be right back. I gotta take a picture for the video and then I'll dig right in. We'll be right back to taste this. Alrighty, let's give this one a try today. You got this nice flaky biscuit on the bottom with some fresh whipped cream and some strawberries. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm blowing on it like it's hot. It's gonna be hot. Wow. Man, is that good. You got these nice fresh strawberries and the whipped cream, and the biscuit is still kind of warm. Wow, this is killer. Great summer dessert. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to eat this whole thing, but I'll save some for later. We still have another biscuit for later too. Alright, strawberry and cream day. Make ice cream, make this thing. This thing was so easy. You saw, I didn't even show you ingredients. That's how few ingredients it was and how easy it was. Oh yeah, I mean, look at that. Oh. Great summer dessert to share or eat all by yourself. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.